Hey everyone, ready to dive deep into AI.
Let's do it.
Today we're looking at AI-powered research.
Specifically, deep research.
Yeah, going from clueless to expert fast.
And the economic impact is huge.
Trillions of dollars, potentially.
Changing how we think about research.
We have some great sources for this one.
OpenAI's deep research, Google's Gemini 2.0.
And Perplexity AI.
Some serious players in the field.
So what exactly is deep research?
It's different than, say, a chatbot.
Right, like a superpowered research assistant?
Think of it as a four-phase process.
Okay, so what does this assistant actually do?
Phase 1 is prompt interpretation and planning.
So the AI analyzes your query.
More than that, it figures out what you really mean.
Interesting.
OpenAI is known for being good at this.
So it's like it understands what you're getting at?
Yes, like it can anticipate your needs.
That's wild. What's next?
Autonomous data collection.
Is that where it gathers the info?
Like a digital librarian, but on steroids.
It can handle tons of data.
It can even read those dense academic papers.
Wait, it's actually reading PDFs?
Yes, understanding the content.
These models are amazing.
Then there's critical synthesis.
Where it puts everything together.
Cross-referencing, checking facts.
Sounds like a lot of work.
OpenAI gets high marks for accuracy here.
So it's good at separating fact from fiction?
Yes, and figuring out which sources are credible.
But how does it judge credibility?
It's trained on tons of data about sources.
Things like author credentials, citations.
Exactly, it's very comprehensive.
Like a fact checker and librarian combined.
And the final phase is structured reporting.
This is where I get the results, right?
A clear, organized report.
With summaries, visualizations, and all that.
And Perplexity is great with citations.
Granular, sentence-level stuff.
Crucial for verifying the information.
It all sounds amazing.
But how do these platforms compare?
That's the big question. We've got a table here.
Each platform has its strengths.
Starting with model architectures and training. OpenAI's deep research uses O3 Mini.
It's designed for complex reasoning.
It's like a team of AI specialists.
Oh, so not just one brain.
More like specialized agents working together.
Trained using reinforcement learning, too.
It's always improving.
Okay, that makes sense. What about Google's Gemini 2.0?
It uses Gemini Pro and Flash.
Different models.
They're both good at processing lots of info.
And finding connections between ideas.
Built on the G-Shard transformer architecture.
Sounds intense.
It integrates well with the Google ecosystem.
So you can use your findings easily.
And then there's Perplexity AI.
They're relatively new to this, right?
They use a hybrid system.
GPT-4o and their own DeepSeek R1.
They prioritize speed and efficiency.
So quick answers when you need them.
They have a co-pilot mode, too.
Adjusts research depth automatically.
Based on the complexity of your query.
Sounds useful. But how do they all perform in reality?
We have those benchmarks to consider.
The GIA benchmark and those economic value tasks.
GIA measures general AI abilities. Like reasoning, planning, using tools.
It's a tough test.
And who came out on top?
OpenAI scored the highest.
Impressive. So they're the smartest.
For general AI, it seems so.
But what about those economic value tasks?
OpenAI struggled with high-stakes situations.
So maybe not ready to run the economy.
Not just yet. But it's still early days.
Speaking of real-world use, what's the user experience like?
OpenAI produces very detailed reports.
Almost PhD level, the article said.
Great for deep dives, but maybe overwhelming sometimes.
So what about Gemini?
It focuses on simpler summaries, visuals.
More accessible, probably.
And Perplexity is known for its citations.
Really thorough, lots of inline citations.
Great for serious research.
Verifiability is key. Are there any real-world examples?
The article talks about a carbon pricing analysis.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more.
They gave the platforms a specific prompt.
To analyze global carbon pricing impacts.
And each one tackled it differently.
Okay, what about OpenAI?
They produced a huge report.
25 pages, 38 sources.
They really went deep.
But they missed some key points, right?
Like carbon leakage.
Okay, what about Gemini?
They had great visuals.
But relied on potentially biased sources.
And missed some important case studies.
So, not perfect either. What about Perplexity?
They had over 100 citations.
Wow, thorough.
But they relied heavily on certain organizations.
So maybe a narrow perspective.
This case study highlights their differences.
It's about choosing the right tool for the job.
Or even combining them.
A hybrid approach could be powerful.
Bringing human researchers into the mix, too.
Now that's an interesting thought. But how does AI compare to human research overall?
That's the million-dollar question.
Can AI replace humans? I have a feeling it's not that simple.
You're right, it's complicated. It's complicated, yeah.
More than just saying AI is better, right?
Right, it's about understanding their strengths.
AI is amazing at processing information.
And finding those hidden connections.
But research is more than just data.
Absolutely, it's about accuracy.
Accuracy.
We need to consider both precision and validity.
Okay, what's the difference?
Precision is about getting the facts right.
The nitty-gritty details, I see.
Validity is the bigger picture.
Ah, do the facts lead to good conclusions?
Exactly, two sides of the same coin.
I'm guessing AI might be good at precision.
With all that data crunching power, absolutely.
Yeah, like a research robot.
Take medical imaging, for instance.
Oh, interesting example.
AI is hitting 87% diagnostic accuracy.
Whoa, that's higher than some doctors?
It's remarkable, that level of precision.
AI reading x-rays better than humans.
Sometimes, yeah.
That's a little freaky, but cool.
What about validity, though?
Can AI grasp the bigger picture?
One area is replicability prediction.
Replicability. Remind me what that is again?
Imagine you're reading a study,
Okay, I'm reading a study.
and you think, can I trust these results?
Can I replicate this?
Yeah, AI can predict that
Seriously.
with 65–78% accuracy.
That's pretty good.
As good as prediction markets, even.
Wow, AI is like a BS detector?
A scientific one, for sure.
Weeding out bad research, cool.
There's also humanity's last exam,
Okay, what's that?
a test of multidisciplinary reasoning.
Sounds intense.
OpenAI scored 26.6% on it.
That's amazing,
A
right?
huge leap forward for AI.
AI is winning all the challenges.
But humans still have strengths.
I knew it. Where do we excel?
Contextual depth.
Context.
Understanding the subtleties.
Things that aren't explicitly stated.
Exactly, like social cues.
Reading between the lines, that's us.
Especially in qualitative research.
Where it's not just about numbers.
Humans are still better at that.
So AI might miss those nuances.
And even with numbers, there's interpretation.
It's not always black and white.
Studies show quantitative judgments can be imprecise.
So human researchers could introduce bias.
Or make mistakes that affect the results.
Makes sense. We're not perfect.
AI has its own limitations, too.
Right, like those hallucinations we talked about.
Yes, AI can make stuff up.
Convincing narratives, but not true.
Especially of unreliable sources.
And they can't access everything.
Paywalled content is a huge problem.
85% of medical papers are behind paywalls.
That's a lot of knowledge locked away.
AI can't just magically read those, I guess.
There are ethical considerations, too.
Right, it's not about AI hacking into research.
We need solutions that respect intellectual property.
And ensure researchers are compensated.
That's a tough balance.
But some people must be working on it.
Partnerships between AI developers and publishers.
So OpenAI working with journals,
That could be a game changer.
giving AI ethical access to information.
That's the ideal scenario.
So paywalls are one challenge. What else?
AI's tendency to hallucinate.
Yeah, those made-up facts are worrisome.
We need AI to be more discerning.
More skeptical, maybe?
Yes, like a seasoned researcher.
Questioning, double-checking,
And expressing uncertainty.
not just presenting everything as fact.
Exactly. It should say, it's likely that.
Or more research is needed, that kind of thing.
That builds trust in AI's findings.
About transparency, right?
And collaboration between humans and AI.
It's not about replacement, but enhancement.
Using AI to do better research.
Faster, more insightful.
That's the goal.
This all points to a hybrid approach.
AI doing the initial work, then humans step in.
AI gathers the info, humans make sense of it.
Studies show this can lead to 96% validity.
96%. That's incredible.
It's the best of both worlds.
So the future isn't about AI versus humans.
It's about AI with humans.
A research dream team.
Working together to unlock new knowledge.
This is so inspiring.
But we need to be careful.
Careful.
We can't become over-reliant on AI.
Right, we need to keep our own skills sharp.
Critical thinking, 12th evaluation.
Those are still essential.
We don't want researchers who can't function without AI.
AI should be a tool, not a crutch.
Are there examples of this collaboration working?
Tell me about it.
There's a platform called LupinL.
LupinL, okay.
It uses AI to draft literature reviews.
So AI does the first pass,
Then human researchers refine it.
adding their own insights, checking for accuracy,
Institutions are seeing great results.
faster discoveries, higher replication rates.
It's a win-win.
This feels like a paradigm shift.
The way we do research is changing,
AI is playing a bigger and bigger role.
but we need to be thoughtful.
About the implications, the ethics,
That brings us to the next part of our deep dive.
the challenges and opportunities ahead.
The future of AI-powered research.
Stay tuned, folks. It's about to get even deeper. Welcome back, everyone, for the final part of our AI research deep dive. I'm so excited about the potential here. It feels like we're on the verge of something big.
It's definitely a turning point in how we approach research. We've talked about what deep research is.
Right, the different
The
platforms.
strengths of both AI and humans.
But there are still challenges, right?
Of course, no technology is perfect.
What are some of the big hurdles for AI research?
Well, remember those paywalls we discussed?
Oh, those things are the worst.
They're a huge obstacle for AI right now.
85% of medical papers are inaccessible, right?
A lot of knowledge is locked away behind subscriptions.
AI can't just hack its way in.
No, and ethically, we wouldn't want it to.
We need solutions that respect intellectual property.
And ensure researchers get paid for their work.
It's tricky finding that balance.
But there are some promising ideas.
Like what?
Partnerships between AI developers and publishers.
So OpenAI working directly with journals?
Exactly, negotiating licensing agreements.
Giving AI ethical access to that content.
That could unlock a huge amount of information.
And lead to even more breakthroughs.
That's the hope.
Okay, paywalls are one challenge. What else?
AI's tendency to hallucinate.
Oh, right, making stuff up.
It's a serious issue, especially for research.
We need to make AI more discerning.
More skeptical, more critical of information.
It should act like a real researcher.
Always questioning, double-checking.
And admitting when it's not sure.
Expressing uncertainty is key.
So instead of stating things as absolute facts,
it could say, it's likely that, or more research is needed.
That kind of language builds trust.
And it allows humans to interpret the findings better.
It all comes back to collaboration.
Recognizing that both AI and humans have strengths.
Using AI to enhance our own abilities.
Not to replace us entirely.
This idea of synergy is really powerful.
Like we're creating a new kind of research team.
With both humans and AI working together.
Toward a common goal of discovery.
I love that. What kind of discoveries might be possible?
It's hard to even imagine the possibilities.
We're venturing into uncharted territory.
That's the exciting part.
It's a little daunting too, right?
There's so much we don't know.
But that's the beauty of research, isn't it?
Exploring the unknown, pushing boundaries.
Well, this deep dive has been amazing.
I've enjoyed sharing these insights.
I'm sure our listeners are feeling inspired.
Ready to embrace the future of research?
It's an exciting time to be involved in this field.
And it's only going to get more interesting.
So to wrap things up, what's the big takeaway?
AI is a powerful tool for research.
But it needs to be used responsibly and ethically.
In collaboration with human researchers.
Together, we can achieve incredible things.
Unlock new knowledge, solve complex problems.
And create a better future.
It's a journey worth taking.
Absolutely. So keep asking questions, keep learning.
And keep exploring the possibilities of AI.
That's it for today's deep dive. Thanks for listening.
Until next time, keep diving deep.
And as always, stay curious.